New York City Mayor Eric Adams this week claimed the city was being destroyed by an influx of asylum seekers from the southern border. Speaking at an event on Wednesday night, the mayor said he did not know how to fix the issue.
Never in my life have I had a problem that I did not see an ending to. I don't see an ending to this. I don't see an ending to this. This issue will destroy New York City. Destroy New York City.
Really strong words. The 21,000 new children of asylum seekers started classes yesterday in New York City, the largest school system in the nation. 10,000 migrants have been arriving in the city each month, straining the city's services across the board. Nearly 60,000 migrants currently occupy beds in city shelters and emergency sites. Mayor Adams has been critical of the federal response to the crisis, saying, quote, "We're getting no support." The White House has defended its response to the issue, noting the $140 million in new federal funds to the city and state. In addition, a White House spokesman noted that only Congress can reform our broken immigration system and provide additional resources to communities across the country. Let's bring in president of the National Action Network and host of MSNBC's Politics Nation, Reverend Al Sharpton. The mayor was making it very clear there's no end in sight here, and he's at a loss.
I talked to the mayor on Monday. We both were at the West Indian Day Parade for Labor Day, and he's frustrated, not because of any, I think, overreaction on his part. Is because he's past the limits of what he can do as mayor. And unless the federal government, including the Congress, steps in, there is no end in sight. These people are being brought in, started for political reasons by people like Governor Abbott and others, sending people to New York. And it's way beyond the purview of the mayor to handle this continued influx with the president's services. Now, we can say, calm down, Eric, you don't get too much with your rhetoric, but it is a desperate situation. And as long as I've known the mayor, he's never been in a situation that was not within his grasp to handle. This is beyond his grasp. He needs congressional interference.
And Mara, you saw that frustration right there. He went on to say, by the way, the city we knew we're about to lose. Those are the words of the mayor of New York City. He said, I was worried a year ago when it was 15,000 migrants in our city. Now it's well over 100,000 new migrants. How do we fix this?
Well, first of all, there's a couple of things going on here. The mayor is absolutely right that communities like New York and across the southern border who are seeing thousands of migrants come into their borders need help from the federal government. This is a federal issue. That means not only money, but actually fixing the broken immigration process and allowing migrants to work. It takes many months, I believe over 6 months, to get a work permit if you're an asylum seeker. So how is a city or community supposed to, what are they supposed to do in the meantime? That means you need to provide not only food and shelter, but pretty much all of the needs until people can work. Migrants have been forced in New York City and across the country to take jobs that are dangerous, whether through construction or you see women on the subway with their babies, sometimes children who you hope to see in school instead. This is a humanitarian crisis. We should treat it as that. But I think that the mayor, I understand his frustration toward the White House, toward Congress. I do not love hearing him vilify people who have come to our shores, like many generations of Americans before, seeking a better life, many from desperate situations, from countries that have collapsed. And I want to say, this country needs immigrants. Immigrants are the lifeblood of New York City, of America, and vilifying them is not only dangerous, but it really is a betrayal of what this country is meant to be about. And I do not believe that that sentiment speaks for the majority of residents of New York City. This is a city that can handle this influx with some help.